My name is Sarah and welcome to The Bookish Knitter. Today I'm coming to you with another weekly reading vlog. Yay! Happy Saturday, everybody. Today is the 16th of November and it is in the afternoon. I have had my lunch. It's about 2 o'clock and yeah, so I thought I'd sit down and welcome you all to the vlog. So not much to share with you right now. Last week's vlog, I noticed the first clip was the longest part. I'm going to try not to do that. I do want to share with you what I'm currently reading. I want to share with you my crafting, and I do have 2 packages to open that I want to show you. So first of all, what am I currently reading? I am currently about 60% of the way through not Baking Spirits Bright, that's the second book. I was putting together my December TBR this morning, so that's why I have that on the brain. 6 Sweets Under by Sarah Fox. This is the first book in the True Confections mystery series, and I am very much enjoying it so far. I will talk more about it as the week goes on. I should hopefully get this one done. I'm actually hoping to get this done either today or tomorrow. We shall see. And I am also I just started it last night. I'm about 10% of the way through The Hunting Season by Janice K. Johnson, which is a Harlequin intrigue novel. This one is going to be a difficult read, I think, in terms of its content, because it deals with a serial killer and it also deals with someone who abuses children. So this one is one that I don't like using the term trigger warnings, but when you deal with people who abuse children, that's a big one. That is I can see that being a big thing for some people. So I will report back more as I read the book to let you guys know what I think about it. But Janice K. Johnson, in my opinion, cannot write a bad novel. Nothing by her that I have read I have disliked. So as strange as it is to say, I think this is going to be a good book. So that's what I'm currently reading. Let me show you my crafts, and then I will open some packages. So first of all, my cross stitch. So before I started recording, I took a quick picture of where I was right now. And then at the end of the week, when I show you how far I've gotten, I can compare it to the first picture that I took, which is what I should have done last week, and I didn't. So anyway, here's where I am. This is the Festive Frosted Pumpkin something cottage, I think, by the Wishy Stitcher. So that is what the finished piece is going to look like. It's a bigger piece, but I am working my way through it. So that's how far I am right now. I'm working on the house. This up here is going to be the moon, and this is a ghost. So yeah, I kind of work in the 10 by 10 squares. So I'm going to be just kind of going around and around and around, building upon what I've already done. So I am enjoying this one so far. And I'm looking forward to picking this up while I am editing the other video that I just shot that you guys will have already seen because it would have been my wrap up from last week. And then last night, while I was sitting and watching some BookTube, I mentioned this last week in my vlog that I've decided to put my Halloween socks down and start my Christmas socks so I can get them done in time for Christmas. So I wound up the yarn. This is, I think it's called Let's Be Merry and Bright, or is it just Merry and Bright? Hold on. Be Merry and Bright. Be Merry and Bright, that is the name of the yarn, and by Arcane Fiberworks. I love their yarn. It's fantastic. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to starting those tonight. I tend to knit on my socks at night because the lighting isn't as great, but I don't need to see it as well as the cross stitch. The cross stitch I need really good lighting for, because let's be real, guys, I've got 45-year-old eyes, and they just don't see the way that they used to. So anyway, so that is my crafting. And last but not least, this is going to be a much shorter clip than the first one from last week. Let's open some packages. So I have something here from Indigo. It is the last book I was waiting on. I'm surprised it came this early. It said it wasn't supposed to be here until the 20th, but it actually came the day before yesterday. I forgot to open it on camera. I forgot to open it last week in the vlog, but that's okay. You get a new one this week. So this is on my December TBR. I am super, super excited. One Big Happy Family by Susan Mallory, her newest book, and it says, "Please don't come home for Christmas." Julie Parker's kids are her greatest gift. Still, she's not exactly heartbroken when they ask to skip a big Christmas. Her son, Nick, is taking a belated honeymoon with his bride, Blair, while her daughter, Dana, will purge every reminder of the guy who dumped her. Again, Julie feels practically giddy for the one-on-one holiday time with Heath, the much younger man she's secretly dating. But her plans go from cozy to chaotic when Nick and Dana plead for Christmas at the family cabin in memory of their late father, Julie's ex. She can't refuse, even though she dreads the reaction to her new man when they realize she's been hiding him for months. As the guest list grows in surprising ways, from Blair's estranged mum to Heath's precocious children, Julie's secret is one of many to be unwrapped. Over this delightfully complicated and very funny Christmas, she'll discover that more it really is merrier, and that the big happy family can become bigger and happier if they let go of old hurts and open their hearts to love. That just sounds delightful, and I love the cover of this one. I had to get it. I just thought it was delightful, and it's Susan Mallery. You cannot go wrong with a Susan Mallery book, so I'm very, very excited about getting to this one. And the other package is from David's Tea. So I ranted. Did I rant? No, I did not rant last week. So the Advent Calendar. I, every year for the past decade, have ordered the David's Tea Advent Calendar. When it was released in September or August, like ridiculous time, I did not order it because I was still in the hospital. And I was being realistic, and I did not know what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to be out of hospital by December. I didn't know if I'd still be in the hospital. I didn't know. And not trying to go to a dark place, but I didn't even know if I'd be around in December. Like, again, not trying to go to a dark place and not trying to be dramatic, but I was being realistic. So I didn't order it. So now that I'm home, I was like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and order it. Sold out. And the more I thought about it, the more I'm glad it was. From my understanding, it is now back in stock, or it was earlier this week. But it's $70, you guys. 70. And all you're getting for that $70 is 24 days of tea. So 24 times 2, so 48 servings of tea for $70. Now, here's the kicker. On the David's Tea website, because they don't have stores, or they have a handful of stores, nothing at all near me. If you order more than $75, you get free shipping. If not, it's $9 to ship. So now we're up to $79. Plus taxes. It came up to almost $90 for me to order this calendar. And I just said to myself, no. Years ago, you used to get something else with the calendar. You got you got all the tea, and there was one year they actually sent you this gorgeous like little crystal ornament. I mean, it said David's Tea on it in the year, but it was this beautiful snowflake ornament that I still have, and I hang it on my tree because it's super pretty. Another year, we got a really nice spoon, like a limited edition, perfect spoon thing that they call it. Like it's the right amount of tea that you would have for a single serve. But now you're not getting not even a coupon. Like, give me a coupon for 20% off my next order, or free shipping or something to make this calendar worth my while. And I just couldn't justify it. And I think I'm over that. Now, if you watched last week's vlog, you saw that my very good friend Lynn, who is super sweet, sent me a 12 days of tea advent calendar from a place called the Tea House in London, Ontario. So I've got 12 days of tea already. So what I had done before she even sent me that is I ordered this off the David's Tea website. And it was on sale. It was 20% off because they were doing like a Black Friday sale or something. And it's basically all the holiday teas for this year. And that's pretty much the only reason I really try and get the advent calendars, because I like seeing the new teas. I have a ludicrous amount of tea downstairs in my tea cupboard. So basically using that Lynn sent me from the Tea House and these holiday teas plus another 4, because there's 8 in here, I'm going to build my own advent calendar this year. So I'm actually going to take apart the teas that Lynn sent me and repackage them so they all look like, in the same. So every day I pull a different tea, and I'm super excited. It'll either be a Tea House tea or a David's tea. Like I said, super excited about it. So let me just open this up and I will show you guys. So this is just the absolute cutest thing. Like, look at this. That is gorgeous. Isn't that cute? So this was $28 with that, and that was on discount. I mean, plus shipping and all that. But you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think each one has 5 or 6 servings. So that's not too bad. So that's what the inside looks like. Isn't that pretty? So the teas are Jack Frosted Mocha, Mocha and Mint. We have Vanilla Cappuccino, which is coffee and vanilla. Winter Earl Grey, that's the only one. Earl Grey is the only tea I really don't like, but I will try it. I'll reserve judgment. And that is a bergamot and vanilla. We shall see. And these are all the ones with caffeine. And then clementine cheer. I love clementines. And it is orange and cream. So that should be good. And then the ones without caffeine, there's one here called Snowball Fight, which is coconut and white chocolate. And then we have Silent Night, which is orange and spices. We have Sleigh Ride, which is hibiscus and cinnamon. I think that's an older one. And then Organic Peppermint Amour, which is peppermint leaves. So yeah, they all look fantastic. This has to be Snowball Fight. Yep. Like, look at that. Can you guys see? There's looks like little snowflakes. Like, that's delightful. So what I'll do is I'll put a scoop of each tea in a tea bag, and then I'm going to put it in another little bag so it stays fresh, and I'll be numbering them. And then every day in December, I'll be pulling another tea, and I will be sharing it with all of you, and it's going to be delightful. So yeah, so super, super happy I have that. So anyway, guys, that is all that I have for today. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I need a nap. I'm kind of tired. Anyway, guys, that is it. I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Hi, friends. Happy Monday. Today is the 18th of November, and it is about almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was waiting on filming this because I was hoping to finish 6 Weeks Under before I sat down, but I'm probably going to finish it a little bit later. But since I was sitting here in the chair, I thought, let me just go ahead and talk to you guys. So I did not record anything yesterday because yesterday I didn't sleep well the night before, so I was super, super exhausted yesterday. I did get reading done, but I just wasn't in the mood to sit down, and I didn't really have a ton to share with you guys either. So it is what it is. Anyway, it's Monday, and I thought I'd just share with you what I'm currently reading, and kind of some of my plans for the rest of the week. So basically, I am still reading. I'm over halfway through The Hunting Season by Janice K. Johnson, and I'm very much enjoying that book. It is reading relatively quickly. There's not a lot of chapters in the book, but the chapters are on the longer side. So, it's in that way, it's kind of reading a bit quicker. And I am still reading. I'm about 85% now of the way through 6 Weeks Under by Sarah Fox, which is the first book in the True Confections mystery series. I will finish that today. That is my goal, is to get that one done today. So hopefully I can not talk about it because I share on Sundays my full thoughts, but at least I can give you my rating tomorrow. I am really enjoying it, to be honest. And the other thing is last night I was having trouble falling asleep again. Even though I was exhausted, I was just kind of laying here staring at the ceiling. So I ended up picking up an audiobook. And I decided to pick up a reread. And that is Lost and Found Sisters by Jill Shalvis, which is the first book in the Wildstone series. I do have it on Audible. And I listened to this book when it first came out, which has to probably be a decade ago. I can't remember what year it came out. I'll put it below. But that's when I originally read it, so it's been a while, but I do kind of remember the story. And it is more of a women's fiction novel. Wildstone books tend to be more on the women's fiction side. There is romance in it. That is not the central plot of the story, like most of her books. This kind of centers more around family, and it's about our main character, Quinn, who finds out that she is adopted, and she goes back to the small town of Wildstone, and her mother has passed away, and she finds out that she has a 15-year-old sister. And so it's more about the relationship between her and her sister. There's also, like I said, a romance, but it is really, really fun. I'm about 20% of the way through it now. So I listened to a chapter last night before I went to bed, and then I've actually been listening to it while I've been cooking, while I've been having my lunch, my breakfast and lunch so far today, and I'm going to do it again at dinner. Because the thing is that I used to bring my ebook down to read while I was having my supper or my breakfast or my lunch or whatever. And you're cooking, so you're up and down, and then you're sitting and reading while you're eating. But sometimes, turning the pages and what have you. But with the audiobook, which is great, which I'm sure a lot of you know, you just pop your earbud in, and you can be cooking, and you can be eating, and you're still listening, and you're not missing anything. And I'm kind of really enjoying that. So that's where I see myself listening to audio, as well as anytime I have to commute back and forth to the hospital and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's what I've been reading. But speaking of commuting to the hospital, I will actually be going on Wednesday. Now, I know I said that I didn't have to go back again till next Monday for the biopsy, but I'm actually going on Wednesday because my one friend who I met when I was there, who's also waiting on his heart, John, he's still waiting, so fingers crossed his comes before the end of the year. I'd really, really like to see that for him. He's going to be there for an appointment, and him and I are both going to go see our friend Ricky. So we're going to go see him. So it's going to be a nice little visit, but I also have to go down because I need to pick up my medication. So on Sunday mornings, the big excitement here at the house is that I fill my pill containers. And as I was filling them yesterday morning, I realized, oh, I'm kind of low on some stuff, and I'm still getting used to these meds and how long they're going to last and stuff like that. And I'm used to having medication that lasts 3 months, but they only give you a month at a time right now because the medication can change week to week or every other week. So they don't want to give you a 3-month supply when they're possibly going to change. Now you're going to have all this extra medication that you paid for, right? So basically, that's what I've kind of got to wrap my head around, that I'm only getting a month at a time. So I realized that I'm not going to have enough. Like, I have enough to get me to next Sunday, but I don't have enough to get me Monday and Tuesday. And I thought I could wait, but I can't wait till Monday to pick this medication up because I need to take it on Monday. I can't wait till later on Monday. So I'm actually going to go, I put it through everything that I need, and I'm going to go pick that up on Wednesday as well. So kind of a dual purpose, a friendly visit with some friends and picking up my medication. So hopefully while I am traveling, I can get some video from the Uber coming into the city so you guys can see that. Because for once I'm not driving, so I can actually hold the camera up. So, and it'll be nice to actually get outside because I haven't been outside since last Monday. But yeah, so I am looking forward to that. So that's my big plan for the week. Other than that, I'm just going to be relaxing around the house. Still doing my walking every hour or so often just to get moving, and doing lots of reading and some crafting. I've been working on my cross stitch. I was just working on it now, and I feel I needed a break because of holding it, sometimes my shoulders and my hand and my arm. So I think I'm going to sit and relax and do some knitting, and watch some BookTube and do some reading, and that's how I'm going to spend the rest of my afternoon. And yeah, it's going to be lovely. So anyway, guys, that is it. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi, friends. Happy Wednesday. Today is the 20th of November, and it is later in the day. It is just after 4 o'clock, and I am sitting down to chat with you. I have a feeling this is not going to be a very long vlog because I keep forgetting to sit down and record. So it was a very busy day for me today. My nurse came first thing this morning and checked everything and changed bandages and all that good stuff. And then I headed downtown to the hospital. I meant to get some video in the car coming downtown, but 2 reasons. One, it's raining out and it's really foggy today, so you don't get a lot of great pictures of the downtown coming into the city when it is foggy. And 2, I had 2 very chatty Uber drivers. So that's fine. They were both lovely young men. I say that because my second driver, the guy who drove me home, was 22 years old. And I'm like, my God, you're a baby. I'm old enough to be your mother. So that was kind of funny, but both very nice. And but it figures the one time I just wanted to sit and listen to my audiobook, but that's okay. I wasn't going to be rude. I'm not that kind of a person. So anyway, so I went down and I saw my friend John, and we sat for a good, I'd say, hour and a half and just chatted, which was lovely. And then I went up and picked up my pills, and then I came home. And I did stop though, and I got a bagel. It's like I said, it's 4 o'clock. I haven't had lunch yet. So I had a cookie and a coffee when I was at the hospital with John, but I haven't had lunch yet, and a peach Snapple. I haven't had a Snapple in forever. But I'm gonna eat that, and then I'm probably gonna have a late dinner, at 7 o'clock or something like that. I probably won't eat the whole bagel, maybe just half of it, because it's a big thick. I got tomato and cheese and mayo on it, so yum. So that's what's been going on. Yesterday I didn't record. I was tired. I don't know why, but I was. And, but yeah, today I feel good. I got a lot of good steps in today. So, I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. How many steps have I gotten in? A little over 1,000, and my goal is 1,000 a day. So it's pretty good. I am, like I said, tired, but I'm going to sit and relax for the rest of the day, get some more reading done. I have finished 2 books. I finished 2 books yesterday. So I did finish Babysitter's Club book number 2, Claudia and the Phantom Phone Calls. I gave it 4 stars, yada, yada, yada. And I also finished The Hunting Season by Janice K. Johnson. I gave that one 3.5 stars. I'm not going to get into my full thoughts on it right here, right now, because I will talk about that on Sunday when I do my wrap up of all the books that I read for the week. So stay tuned for that. And what else? What am I currently reading? So I'm still listening to The Lost and Found Sisters by Jill Shalvis, the first book in the Wildstone series. I'm about 50% of the way through it. I hope to get that done before the end of the week. I had started the other night on reading sprints on Monday. Was it The Slowest Burn by Sarah Chamberlain? But I put that one to the side because I'm also listening to it on audio, and I can only do one audiobook at a time. I know some people can do more than one, but I can't. One audiobook at a time is enough for me. So when I finish Lost and Found Sisters, I'll go back to The Slowest Burn. I'm 2 chapters into it, and I am enjoying it. So then because I finished The Hunting Season yesterday, I started reading A Match Made in Montana by Joanna Sims last night. I just read the first chapter, so I hope to get some more read tonight. My plan for the rest of the evening is just to sit and read, basically. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But anyway, guys, like I said, this is probably going to be a shorter vlog than last week's because I don't have a lot to share right now. I mean, who knows? That could change in the next few days. But yeah, that's about it, my friends. I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Well, in last week's vlog, you saw a lot of Miss Missy. You saw a little bit of Mr. Presley, but here he is, hanging out with me. Hey? Please ignore the boxes of medical supplies in the background. It's a little bit of a mess in here, but it's for when the nurses come in. Presley has been my main nurse since I've been home, making sure that I'm good. I've missed his face. He is my buddy. Hey? But yeah, I don't know if you can hear him purring away. But yeah, he's a happy guy. Hi friends, happy Friday. Today is the 22nd of November. This vlog has been a little messy. I've missed days. I've missed every other day, I think. I haven't had a lot to share with you guys, to be completely honest. Just kind of, it's been a quiet week. I mean, I did have to go down to the hospital on Wednesday to pick up some meds. But really, I think I've just been taking it easy this week, and it's been fine. So this is a shorter vlog this week, and no big deal. Next week, I hope it'll be a little bit more interesting. I have to go back to the hospital on Monday for my biopsy and to see the doctors and all that fun stuff. And then I'm also hoping to get to the dollar store at some point because I want to pick up the supplies that I need to make my advent calendar, because December is like a week away. So I need to get my tea advent calendar together. So I've got that. So I'm super excited about that, to start sharing that in December. So the December vlogs are going to be really good, I'm sure. So anyway, yeah, that's really about it. Currently I'm reading A Match Made in Montana by Joanna Sims. I'm about a quarter of the way through it so far. I am enjoying it. It's the first in the Brands of Montana series. However, it's reading like I've missed some books. So I'm wondering if she wrote some books prior to starting this series. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that, but it's fine. I can still read it, no problem. It's not taking away from the story at all. And today I plan on finishing, because I've got like 20 minutes left on audio, of Lost and Found Sisters by Jill Shalvis. Chances are this is going to be a 5-star read. It was a reread for me, and I just absolutely love this story. Stay tuned on Sunday for my weekly reviews, and I will talk about that book. And yeah, that's about it. And then I plan on getting back to reading what is it called? Hold on. The Sweetest Burn by Sarah Chamberlain. So I do have the physical edition here. Excuse me, sorry, I'm reaching. I do have the physical edition here. However, I am listening to it on audio. I got it from Audible. So yeah, it's a dual narration, and I am enjoying it. I am about 4 chapters into it, and I'd put it down to finish, because I can only listen to one audiobook at a time. I know there's a lot of people who can listen to a lot of audiobooks at a time. I am not one of those people. So I put down this one to finish The Lost and Found Sisters, or to finish Lost and Found Sisters, and then I will pick this one back up this afternoon. So I'm looking forward to getting back to that one. I want to finish that book, and I want to finish the first in the year-round Christmas mysteries. I got that one out on audio from Hoopla, and then I plan on finishing the Brands of Montana book, the Waiting for Nick book by Nora Roberts for Nora November, as well as the Maisie Yates book, the first book in her Cooper Ridge Desire series. So those are all the books I plan to finish by the end of the month. And I have until a week Sunday. So I shouldn't have a problem with that. I should be able to get that done, no problem. And if for some reason I get some of these books done like early and I finish everything before the end of the month, then I plan on starting December's reads. So, and I've got a lot of books on my December TBR. So stay tuned next week. I am going to be talking a little kind of share about what's coming to the channel next week. Of course, my December TBR will be coming next Thursday. But on Tuesday, I have a special little video of something I bought that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So stay tuned for that. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys my crafting before I let you go. So my cross-stitch piece, the festive pumpkin, whatever it's called, here's where I was last Saturday. So I'll pop the picture up because I took that picture first thing Saturday morning. I have gotten quite a bit done, you guys. I am super, super happy. So this is what it looks like now. So I got all of this done up here because I'm working in like squares, 10-inch squares, 10 by 10 squares, so 100 stitches at a time. And I've gotten like this done. I got the moon done. I got this top of the little house done. And I love the little ghost with his little witchy hat on. And I've started this tree. And now I'm working my way down to the second part of the house. So this is like the top part of the house. And then down here, there's a lot more fabric. So this will be moved up at some point. But there's like the porch and like the house and then the front yard that has like, you know, the pumpkins and all the things on it. So yeah, so I've gotten a lot of work done on this and I'm really, really happy with it. And I want to keep working on it. I don't want to switch to another project. I'm really enjoying this one. So yay on this one. And then my sock, I did go ahead and start my Christmas sock. I put my Halloween socks to the side because I want to get these done by Christmas, which would be lovely. So, whoops. So here, come here. Here is what I have gotten done. So the colors are very muted. They're not super bright Christmas colors. They're very muted, but I really like it. I think it's very, very pretty. So I've gotten the cuff done, obviously, and I'm about 2 inches into the sock itself. Now I've actually decreased the stitch count on these. And I might, depending on how these fit, I might rip out my Halloween socks and start them again because, so I used to do a 56 stitch count. So 56 stitches around. And the thing is, I'm knitting these on US ones. As you knit, as a knitter, I think this happens with crochet as well. As you do it more, you tend to loosen up. Like when you first start knitting, very tight because you're learning how to do it. But as you've been doing it for years and years, you tend to loosen up. And that's what was happening. And I found the socks that I finished, the green ones, that I finished when I was in hospital, are super, super loose and slouchy. I don't have a problem with that. It's great. But I would like them to be a little bit better fit. So I've decreased the stitch count on these because normally I would go down to a US 0 needles, but I can't find my circulars in a US 0. So I just thought I'd decrease the stitch count. Let's see what happens. So this should fit a little bit better than my other ones, but you know what? It is what it is. And I'm super happy with them so far. So that's as far as I've gotten. So I'll put the little stitch marker on here and, I'll show you guys next week how far I got. So yeah, that's it for this vlog, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I know boring, but you know, it is what it is. We all don't have very exciting weeks, especially when you're kind of housebound without a car to drive or anywhere to go or anything like that. It doesn't become as interesting. So I am sorry. But like I said, hopefully in December, things are going to get better because I'm going to have all the holiday books to talk about, and the Christmas tree is going to go up this weekend here in the room. So I will be back filming in front of the tree. I'm going to move some things around in here, clean up some of this little area that I've got behind the camera that you guys can't see. I have a whole bunch of medical supplies and stuff that I've got to move around. The book cart's going to get moved into the book room, and then the tree's going to go there. And I do have a chair that I can sit in because I cannot sit on the floor because I will not get back up off the floor. So I'll have the tree, and the Santa hat will make a reappearance again as well. So yeah, so that's it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed. And until my next video, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.